Imagine a world without iron, without horses, without firearms, and without wheels for transport. A world where, even so, gigantic cities rose in the heart of the jungle, aligned with the movement of the stars. A world sustained by a deeply spiritual vision of the universe. This world belonged to the Maya, one of the most fascinating and complex civilizations in human history. For more than 3,000 years, they shaped their lives around the land, corn, the gods, and blood, creating a society as brilliant as it was unforgiving. The story of the Maya begins around 2,000 years before Christ, when small human groups settled permanently in the hot lands of Mesoamerica. The decisive factor was agriculture, especially corn. This grain changed everything. Corn provided stable food, population growth, and sedentary life. For the Maya, corn was more than food. It was sacred. According to their myths, humans themselves were created from corn dough. To eat corn was to sustain life and the order of the universe. Most Maya never lived in palaces or temples. They were farmers, artisans, and laborers who supported the entire society. At dawn, men went to the fields to grow corn, beans, and squash. Women spent hours grinding corn on heavy stone tools to prepare tortillas. Children worked from an early age, learning that survival demanded constant effort. Hunger and disease were constant threats. Life expectancy was low, yet faith in the gods gave meaning to daily suffering. Over time, agricultural success created surplus. Surplus created power. Villages grew into ceremonial centers, and then into great cities. Between 400 BC and 250 AD, the Maya built monumental pyramids, plazas, and palaces. This was the birth of the sacred king. The Maya king ruled not only by force, but as the bridge between humans and gods. His legitimacy came from rituals, astrology, and blood. Religion controlled every aspect of Maya life. The gods ruled rain, harvests, war, and human destiny. If the gods were not fed, they would abandon the world. Their divine food was blood. Kings and priests performed self-sacrifice, piercing tongues, ears, and sometimes genitals. Blood was burned and offered as sacred smoke. In times of crisis, human sacrifice became necessary. For the Maya, this was not cruelty. It was the price of keeping the world alive. Between 250 and 900 AD, the Maya reached their peak. This was the classic period. Writing, astronomy, and architecture flourished. Maya astronomers calculated eclipses and celestial cycles with stunning precision. Yet, the Maya never formed a single empire. Their cities were independent and often at war. Stone monuments recorded kings, battles, and sacred rituals for eternity. War was part of the natural order. The goal was not land, but prisoners. Warriors fought with spears, bows, shields, and obsidian-bladed weapons. Captives were displayed, humiliated, and often sacrificed. The famous Maya ball game symbolized cosmic struggle. Sometimes, the game ended in death. Maya women sustained society in silence. They prepared food, wove textiles, raised children, and led domestic rituals. Their labor was constant and exhausting. Yet among the elite, some women ruled cities and led ceremonies. Their power was limited, but real. By the 8th century, signs of collapse appeared. Cities were abandoned. Inscriptions stopped. The collapse had no single cause. Droughts, overpopulation, environmental damage, endless wars, and the loss of faith in sacred kings. The cities were not destroyed. They were simply left behind, swallowed by the jungle. In the 16th century, the Spanish arrived. They brought steel, horses, disease, and Christianity. Entire populations vanished. Maya books were burned. The classic Maya world came to an end. But the Maya were never erased. Millions of descendants still live in Mexico, Guatemala, and Belize. They speak Maya languages and preserve ancient traditions. The story of the Maya is a story of humanity itself, balancing knowledge and faith. A civilization built on corn, guided by the stars, and sustained by blood. And even after collapse, its legacy still echoes through time.